the pillow here.
Any way you like. It's I will not dispute that. Okay, so you just look at the camera just for a few seconds. I will introduce you, and after that we just turn, and then we just stop.
Okay.
Stop talking. Just look at me. You don't look at the camera. This is just a friend with 3 legs.
Interesting.
That could be your next story, though. You never know. A friend with 3 legs. I wonder what they are.
I wonder if I've done that before already. Yes.
You never know. At least I inspire you a bit, a little bit. Hi, welcome to the National Critics' Choice Online News. I'm Robin Stienberg here at the great artist himself, his wonderful home. And for those who do not know, this is Mr. Andrew Tang. Yes, also known as Drewscape, and I'm not going to call him by his name. He's actually Drewscape himself, who has created a lot of great works for a long time here in Singapore. And we're going to talk about some of his works and his past career. And he's going to release his new graphic novel called Monsters, Miracles and Mayonnaise here in Singapore at the Singapore Toy Show this coming September, if I'm not mistaken. And please do not miss the Singapore Toy Show, which will be held at the Marina Bay Sands. So please look up at their Facebook and website. It's called STGCC 2012. That's right. And Drewscape, welcome to our show at the here at the National Critics' Choice at Hyatt. A lot of fans around the world are amazed by your graphic work that you've done for quite a while. And the first question I think they have in mind, Drewscape, and that is, how did you first begin this whole philosophy of art in your career? Like who inspired you?
Who inspired me?
Yeah.
Like which artist inspired me?
Yeah, that's right. That caused you to begin your career in graphic novels and so on.
Well, actually, when I first started liking drawing is when I was a little kid, and they were showing Star Wars at that time.
Okay.
And because I saw the first movie, and because it took so long for the second movie to come out, so I started drawing my own Star Wars comics in my exercise book, primary school. So that's where I started drawing comics. Because I find that I like drawing, but when you put it into a sequential form, that's when you can tell a story. It adds another dimension to drawing.
Oh wow!
So that's why I like comics as well as drawing.
So you're inspired by George Lucas' idea of his imagery of science fiction and
yeah,
stuff.
I guess like most kids.
Oh, okay.
I like the lightsabers and spaceships and science fiction in general.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, of course, I think it's also because there was a good story in the first 3 movies.
Yeah, it is. And tell me, was your family very supportive about your idea of becoming an artist?
Well, the later part, yes, they were. But when I finished secondary school, I think I was. My dad sent me overseas to study advertising because he saw that I like art. He chose advertising and not fine art because he felt that you can't really make money or a really solid career with fine art. So he put me in advertising.
And that was 20 years ago, so.
Yeah, probably.
Oh wow, that's the old days, huh?
Yeah. So but then I soon went into advertising. And it's not exactly in advertising you don't really draw comics or anything you want. But later on after that, when I became a freelance illustrator, that's when I really did comics and just pure illustration. And they were supportive about that. Yes.
Wow. Now, who was your first character that you created?
First character.
Yeah.
First character was it's probably Flea Man, as in the bug, the flea.
Oh, okay.
That was in primary six, because I had a classmate who sat beside me. He's one of my best friends, and he liked drawing superheroes, and so we just created our own character that we drew in our exercise books, and we draw our own comics. But I lost touch with him already.
Oh, well, folks, if you know who his classmate is in his old days, please keep in touch with him, or maybe through us, and you never know. Probably he's traveling somewhere in the Hyatt. Drewscape, how did you come about creating this character Drewscape for yourself?
Drewscape is not a character, but Drewscape is the name of my company. When I quit advertising and became a freelance illustrator, I had to register my company, and I called it Drewscape because Drew is from my name, Andrew.
Okay.
Yeah, and scape is like, I guess it's like the, how to say,
it's like you get to escape from reality.
Yeah, so it's always like my area, my playground. So
okay.
it's like Andrew's playground, Drewscape.
Wow, amazing. So now you guys know what Drewscape stands for. It's an amazing tagline, I must say. So did you painted it?
It's registered as a company.
Okay.
As a sole proprietor.
Okay. I hope one day you painted it and copyright your brand. It's a very nice name.
Thanks.
Now you have a long span career creating illustrations for many years now. And is there any one character that you created that you love most, and probably you would love to have dinner with, if you had a chance, if the character was alive?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I have a few interesting characters, but yeah.
How about the few characters that you love most?
Presently, I'm kind of toying with one character that appeared in one of my my homemade comics.
Okay.
He wears a mask, and he has it's like a smiley face mask, but actually his eyes are inside the mouth.
Okay.
So he's this mysterious character. I'm still developing maybe a big long story saga for him. Then eventually I'll make it into a comic.
Oh,
but
does he have superpowers?
No, he is more of it's more of like a dimension traveler.
Oh really? Oh wow.
So I say it goes back to my sci-fi roots.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I've never really been intrigued with. I never really was a fan of pure superhero comics. Somehow,
Okay.
I don't know, it just didn't appeal to me. I guess the only superhero that I liked was Spider-Man. Maybe because he's kind of human in a way.
No, I love Spider-Man,
Okay, but somehow, like the superheroes with capes didn't really catch me. Although I think that they are a good invention.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I think
so I kind of like the more
mysterious and
just more human, but with a sci-fi twist to them.
Okay, like Star Trek, I suppose.
Yeah, I love Star Trek too. I kind of grew up with that as well.
Yeah, me too. I love Star Trek. I just can't miss one episode. And now is there any villains that you hate most?
Villains?
Yeah. Have you created any villains for your illustrations?
Villains? You mean for my comics?
Yeah, that's right.
Not there is one in my indie comic, but he's not really a villain, and I don't really want to call him a villain because he's a real person.
Oh really? Oh gosh.
He was an ex-colleague, but I didn't put his name in the comic, so hopefully he won't come after me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Now, for your illustrations that you created, folks, he's going to be releasing his new release at the Singapore Toy Show and Comic Convention here in Singapore in September, and it's called Monsters, Miracles, and Mayonnaise. Please don't forget to come by at the Singapore Marina Bay Sands, and that will be on the 1st and 2nd of September. About this title, Monsters, Miracles, and Mayonnaise, Drewscape, what is it all about? How did you come about with this title, and what was the inspiration behind it?
Well, it came about through just looking through all the stories in the book. My graphic novel is not just one story, it's just a collection of several short stories. Some of them are as short as 1 page, some of them are as long as maybe 20 pages or maybe 40 pages. So looking through the stories, I had to narrow it down. I had to make lists and narrow it down, and I figured that quite a few of them cover monsters, and there are a lot of instances of, I guess, miracles. Because I like strange occurrences. Like I guess like I read Haruki Murakami. This is about normal daily life things with a very strange surreal twist. So I guess I classify that under miracles.
Oh.
And basically, and mayonnaise sounds great with the title, and I kind of like eating mayonnaise in
You do?
Most things that I eat. So I just had to put it in, and there'll be a comic about mayonnaise as well.
Oh, amazing. And tell me something. Are you a spiritual person? Because you stated here are miracles, and you tend to believe in miracles. So
yes, I believe in Jesus,
oh, okay.
and I am in church.
Do you believe in ghosts as well and all that?
Well, I don't really think much about it. Yeah,
okay.
But there could be a possibility of that. It's not proven.
Oh, okay. The afterlife.
Yeah.
Not bad.
But I'm intrigued with a bit of the supernatural, but not really the scary supernatural.
Oh, okay.
It's more of the
wonders.
Wonders, yes.
Oh, okay.
The stuff that makes you think.
Huh. Yeah. Amazing. And now, will this be the first volume of the series, or is it just going to be a standalone?
Well, this will be a standalone. It's almost like an anthology,
Okay.
but except that all the stories are done by me.
Oh, okay, great.
And each story will be drawn with a different style, because I guess if you see my blog,
yes, you have a lot of styles in there.
I like having different styles. It's because I like buying. I'm kind of addicted to buying different art materials.
Oh.
And so with each new material, I just have to try using that material, that pen or that pencil or that paint.
Oh wow.
So when it comes to drawing a comic, it's like I try to fit
The style with the lines and everything.
I try to fit the art material with the story. Supposing
Okay.
if it's a very mysterious, scary story, it probably needs a more edgy, dark, a lot of black ink and stuff.
Oh wow. Is there any instrument that you love using for your art that you just can't live without?
No, there's not one thing, because it kind of rotates.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's always different combinations. It's almost endless.
Okay.
So sometimes I like a ballpoint pen and watercolor. It looks great. And sometimes I just get tired of it and I go with like just Chinese brush and ink.
Okay.
So it's always rotating.
So folks, please get hold of this book, Monsters, Miracles and Mayonnaise by Drewscape. And the secret of his success right now, as we all discovered, is that he's forward-looking, innovative. He never sticks to the same thing twice, and of course he rotates. So before we conclude, is there any advice for aspiring artists, illustrators like yourself? Probably could give like 3 points, that make you successful.
Okay, let me think for a while.
Okay. But while you give some thought about it,
Okay.
while you're writing this wonderful material, Monsters, Miracles and Mayonnaise, how long did that take you to create this entire volume?
I didn't really wait for a publisher to get me started. The thing is, I do comics as for fun, as for play. So even before the publisher contacted me, I've been doing the stories already. Every month I try to come up with one story. So by the time the publisher contacted me, I already had quite a few short stories.
Okay.
And I guess it just needed to be edited.
Okay. And how long did that take you to complete the entire volume?
It's still ongoing.
Oh, okay.
It's been going for a few months now.
Wow.
I'd say that that actually writing and drawing it is the fun part and takes the longest. But I think the part that takes the longest is actually the editing.
Okay.
Where you have to kind of perfect the dialogue and all the grammar and spelling mistakes, and so you're working with an editor. Yeah.
I understand. And so while finishing this wonderful project of yours, Monsters, Miracles, and Melodies, folks, please do catch Drewscape at the Singapore Toy Show in September at Marina Bay Sands, and you can get his autograph if you want to. At a price, of course. Nothing is for free. Please don't ask Drewscape for free. Nothing is for free. And so, Drewscape, the fact that you came out with this wonderful volume, is there any one story in that volume that you love the most that you would recommend your readers to probably take a look at?
It's hard to say as well.
They're all good, I suppose.
The thing is,
could you recommend
at the time when I'm doing it, I think it's the greatest. Then after, when you're going through edits and you look at it over and over, you get tired of it. So
okay,
I guess it's the one that is freshest on my mind, which is about this collector of unusual items.
Oh, okay.
And
sounds like Stephen King.
No, actually, it's a reflection of me.
Oh, okay.
It's like me, like going after collecting strange art tools.
Oh.
So it's most of my stories are metaphors, and this guy he goes after an unusual thing, and he doesn't stop at anything to get it.
Wow. And you still do today?
Yeah, when it comes to a certain pen that I'm hunting and you can't get it in Singapore,
no matter what the cost is, I suppose.
There's a certain limit, of course.
Okay.
But I guess in comics I can exaggerate it a bit.
I understand. So, what advice would you give to come back to the conclusion for aspiring illustrators?
I guess it's don't stick to just one style. Just try to love every style. Try to love every art material, every kind of like don't just stick to watercolor style. Maybe you stick to learn pencil shadings, or learn brush and ink. I think when you do that, it kind of expands your style. Like for example, when I started trying out dip pens, the dip pens, the kind of you stick the nib into the metal thing and you do dip pens, the one I use for calligraphy.
Okay.
I found that after I tried to use that more, I got better in using a brush, because it's kind of the same kind of movement where you add pressure to thicken the line.
Okay.
So one thing leads to another, and it kind of expands your skill overall. And I guess second one I can think of is when it comes to writing stories. If you're aspiring comic artist, I guess don't. I think for my own personal route would be don't write for the general audiences. Just write as if you're the only audience. Just write for yourself, and if the story really grabs you and you're really entertained by it, then it's likely that the audience will like it as well.
So be original, that is.
Be original, and I think that the stories actually they come. A lot of stories come from our own lives. Like I can't tell the stories from your own personal, from your life, because you have different. I don't know. You have a different experience form. I guess you have different experiences in your own life, so you have different stories. So everybody has their own story. So don't try to follow what somebody else's story is like. Just let the story come from inside you.
Yeah, just go with the flow.
Yeah.
And what would be your last advice, $1 million advice for everyone?
Oh, that would be quite a costly advice. I guess it would be that. Let me see. Like if you are already in the creative, field, and if you are drawing, it's like kind of segregated. Like I'll just say it from my own personal experience. Like in my drawings, I do commission work for clients, and I do drawings for fun. They're both drawings, but they're different, and I think both. I feel that each one feels each other, because my commission work kind of forces me to draw what I don't exactly like to draw. For example, I may not like to draw an interior of a supermarket,
Okay.
but the client will say draw that, and I'll draw it, and it kind of improves that area. It's like
Perspectives.
it kind of improves your vocabulary.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, now I know how to draw a supermarket because I've been forced to draw a supermarket. Or maybe I don't like drawing, I don't like drawing gas stations, and I learned how to draw a gas station. So now I know how to draw a gas station. And I find that personal work, you need to have a lot of personal work. Like, that means drawing when nobody telling you to draw, drawing for fun, just purely for fun. And that when you draw for fun, it kind of it allows you to experiment, because there's no client to tell you that you have to change this, or you can't do that, or that's wrong. So that it allows you the freedom to try out new styles and stuff. And when you're kind of better in a certain style that you have experimented with, I can use it for my commission work, and so they kind of fuse each other. But if you don't have your personal work, you tend to burn out.
Oh, okay.
Lastly, I tend to have, actually, when it comes to the ratio, I have kind of 70% personal work and maybe 30% commission work.
Wow.
And that's how I keep the drawing passion alive.
Amazing. And last but not least, what's your philosophy of a illustrator now? What's next for you? Do you see the trends of illustration changing, where more people are using technology versus hand-drawn? Is there going to be a change where you'll be using more technology rather than just hand-drawn?
Well, I think it's kind of like a fashion trend, where when too many people start using digital stuff, there are always people who go back to hand-drawn stuff, and there's too much of that. But I think the digital media it can simulate hand-drawn stuff better and better. But I still think that, personally, it's good to go back to the hand-drawn stuff, because I don't know,
It has more body.
it has more soul to it.
Yes.
It's more soul. Yeah, and also I guess I see digital, like using Photoshop to draw. It's almost like using a synthesizer. It's meant to simulate something that's real. So if you spend too much time in just the digital stuff, you kind of lose track of what you're actually simulating.
The reality.
Yeah. So there you go.
Okay. And do you think that ebook will replace printed versions, or do you see a balance of it in the future? Now that you have a graphic novel that's coming up, would you have a e-version as well?
Yes, the publisher may go for it. Though I mean, I do read comics online for convenience sake. But I personally if I really like a comic, I'll always get the hard copy, because I'm one of those that like the feel of paper, like good paper, especially matte paper. But sometimes if I read the same comic online, I've read it already, I'll still go and buy the paper because I want to see how it looks like on paper. So I don't know if everybody thinks like me, but I guess there are always people who think that way. So,
well, we spoke like an expert, and Drewscape, thank you for joining me here at the National Critics' Choice. And for folks out there, please get hold of his copy by Drewscape, his new release, Monsters, Miracles, and Mayonnaise, at the Singapore Toy Show coming up in September 1st and 2nd at the Singapore Marina Bay Sands. And I'm Robin Stienberg here at the National Critics' Choice at Hyatt. Thank you for watching.
Okay, you turn on the camera.
No, don't worry. It'll be edited. Yeah, it is.
No.